This conference will now be recorded.
So, good morning and good evening. My name is Sudhir Garg, and in today's session, I will give you an introduction to RPA, IPA. So, these are the rapidly growing technologies in automation space. First of all, let me introduce myself. So, my name is Sudhir Garg. I have total 14 years of experience in IT industry. I am currently working in one of the top 4 MNC as a senior automation architect. So from last 6 years, I'm into RPA automation or intelligent automation. I have worked on different tools, different top-notch tools like Blue Prism, Uipath, or Softomotive, which is now the process automate, which is now the power automate. I have also worked on different domains like banking, insurance, manufacturing, and apart from RPA automation, I also hold certifications in enterprise architecture. So I'm TOGAF certified enterprise architect, and I am AWS certified solution architect. So just to tell a bit about myself, I started initially with legacy technologies like mainframes and tandem systems, which are there in the IT industry from 1980s. Okay, so in 2016 I joined so like in 2016 when I was around 7 8 years of experience, I joined a product based company. There was a requirement to automate mainframe testing. So at that time I googled around, and I tried to see that how we can automate mainframe testing. So HPQA was the only tool which is supporting mainframe testing automation. So that I automated it by using HPQA, and we presented it to customer liked it, but they also said that why don't you try with RPA. So at that time RPA was like initially starting with the in the industry. So I started with the RPA, I developed it into RPA, and that's how I entered in RPA, right? So the point I want to make here is, for learning anything new, you should have can do attitude, you should have right mindset, and you should have discipline. I had all of these. I knew mainframe will remain for ages, but there won't be new development. Honestly, there won't be monetary benefit or salary hike in mainframe, right? Hence, I keep on exploring new things, scratching my head that where I will get good where I will get a good technology. How can I cross skill myself? So you might also ask why I chose RPA. So in subsequent slide, I will show you why I chose RPA, why RPA was the best decision for me, right? So let's start with today's session. This is the agenda for today's session. So we will see first of all automation. So in industry there are multiple things which can be referred to as automation. So it's important to understand where does RPS stand as compared to all other technologies. Then again, RPA has its own advantage and disadvantage. There are multiple tools in the RPA, right? So we will see all of those things. We will see where UiPath is and why you should go for UiPath and not for other RPA tools. Like what the benefit you will get from learning UiPath. Then we will focus on the future of RPA, or the next phase of RPA, which is intelligent process automation. For RPA as well as for IPA, I will give you different use cases which you can by which you can relate how that this technology is being implemented, right? Then we will see a live demo of working robot. We will see how an application is being automated by UiPath. Okay, and finally I will we will discuss how my new course, the course I will be starting, how it will be helpful to you. Okay, I think then let's start. So after this session, you will have answers for all of these questions. That is RPA right for me? Yes, this question is really important. Uh, Whenever you are making an investment, so that investment is counted as a, what is the currency of investment? Can anyone tell me?
Sorry, I completely missed it. Can you please repeat?
What is so you are okay, I will give you the answer. So you are making an investment. So okay, so you are making an investment
Mhm.
not through money, but you are making investment through time and effort. You are putting your time, you
Yeah.
are putting efforts to learn new technologies. So you should be able to
Mhm.
you should be able to cross skill yourself, right? So is RPA
Yes.
right for you or not? That question you will be able to answer after this session. Then
Yeah.
prerequisites. What are the prerequisites, if there are any, for learning RPA? Which tool I should learn? Again, I told you 5+ tools are there, which are market leader, and 20+ tools are there in RPA. So which tool you should learn, and what is the job prospect? What market is, and as per your career aspirate, what your experience is, what kind of roles you can look for. Okay, so automation. So what does automation actually means? Anything that saves human effort. So let's say copying data between different applications, generating a report, monitoring applications, executing some commands somewhere on the screen, integrating data between multiple applications. So to generalize, anything which saves human effort, that is called as automation. And how you do it? By using different tools, by using different script, right? By using different workflow systems, right? So I will categorize automation in two forms, right? Scripted automation and scriptless automation. So where RPA and intelligent process automation stands in scriptless automation. So in scripted automation, like in traditional, you used to have macro coding in Excel, or you used to have shell scripting, or some tools which can scrap data out of a UI, correct? So all of those tools required you to learn Python or C sharp, or let's say any other language, correct? Or VBA language. So all of these are traditional automation. But in RPA, the new concept they have introduced is quick wins. How? By using by you don't have to use any script, and again you will be you will need to know the functions, you will need to know the syntax, how you have to use. Low level implementation of any programming language will be needed, but you don't need to be a pro coder to implement all of those things, right? That is the one advantage of RPA or scriptless automation. Second advantage, because of this, companies don't have to, so all the knowledge resides in the tool, because it's a drag and drop. There is no coding required. If there is any change, or if the maintenance is you have to do, it's easy to maintain, and like it's easy to maintain, and knowledge reside within tool. So quick wins is possible. So once you have a requirement, hardly in 1 month you can automate the application. So today I tell you that okay, I have a KYC process where I have to give a set of documents in some application, and there then it is get verified, and then it is approved or rejected. So that process you can automate within 1 month on an average, right? So quick wins is there, and again business anytime wants quick wins. Thick and thin client application. Can anyone tell me what does thick and thin client applications means?
Basically, I would say as an example,
Yeah, tell
I can
me.
tell you an example like all the applications like a web browser we can consider the thin. All of them which are on your desktop you can consider as a thick line, a thick application.
Uh, Here, no. Here the terminology is like your machine, which is a thick client, and from your
Mhm.
machine you are accessing another machine. That's a thin client.
Mhm.
Sound simple?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I told you, anything which you are doing by using keyboard and mouse can be automated by RPA. Okay. So on your machine, anything you can, anything which you need, which doesn't need human creativity or judgment, which is only residing on business rules, can be automated. But again, your RPA tool being on your local machine can automate a thin client application, the application located outside of, uh, on a different server, right? So that is the capability it has. So here comes the definition of RPA. It is robot, okay? Because it is called as robot because it brings robotic task out of human. Whatever whatever the uh, whatever the manual mundane task, it brings out of human. So this repetitive rule based tasks are are automated by using this. So a bot which mimic like human worker to automate business process. So again, in my demo, you will see how it mimic a human worker. I hope there are no questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to interrupt me at any point in time or message me in the chat. I will reply you back. Yeah, so integration power is very good in RPA. You name a data source or you name a database, let's say Oracle or any other MS SQL server or any DB2, any database. Connection strings are available to integrate with RPA. Whether you have chatbot, whether you have Excel, whether you have CSV, whether you have PDF, all of these can be automated through RPA, right? So integration power is very good. You have .NET applications, you have applications based out of Java, you have mainframe applications, you have a browser based application. All of these can be automated through RPA once again. Okay. So RPA is an again. So this is one major advantage why RPA is so much in boom. Then it is a non-invasive technology, means you don't need to do any structural changes or any architectural changes. So without it is just a top layer on top of, it is a layer on top of your existing application. Then again, quick wins I already told you, and whatever footprints taken by a robot are recorded. Again, that also I will show you in my demo. This is the common question you might be having in mind, that okay, so there all the footprints taken by robots, sorry, like everything is being automated, so are we losing jobs, right? So the answer is RPA is complementing human rather than replacing them. It is creating new opportunities. Again, I will show you what all the different new profiles it creates. So all of those new profiles it's creating, and again the mundane task which has a risk of human error or which has a lot of complications, right? Where the process is not so much efficient, or there are huge round of data is coming and the speed is less. So all of these it is taking out of human. So new jobs will be created, and we need to be flexible enough to adapt to the new technologies. RPA scope, again, you name a company, a service based company, a consulting company, or a product based company, a captive unit. You name a company, RPA is there, right? You go to YouTube, you go to LinkedIn. There are huge round of videos on RPA. There are huge job openings in RPA. Even post pandemic, when there was a slowdown, RPA hiring was still there, right? Because companies want to they want to make their process efficient, and they want to move out of this mundane human error issues. There are different magazines, let's say CEO magazines, Data Quest. All of them are recognizing the importance of RPA. Gartner, Forresters, Everest Group. You see this research based companies, they have published various research papers on RPA. RPA is one of the easiest way. So when I was talking about or talking with one leader, he told me that Sudhir, RPA is one of the easiest way you can enter into digital transformation, and I fully agree to it. So all of these buzzwords like cloud, IoT, blockchain, RPA has taken a place into this. So this is a very important line, that RPA is unstoppable and here to stay. So from 2016, I'm seeing this, and still I witness this. These are the different use cases in RPA. Again, any technology has its own limitations. So these are the limitations of RPA. Majorly, the creativity, judgment, that cannot be automated by using RPA. It can only automate the hands of a human. It cannot automate the brains of human, and that is the reason we have intelligent process automation, which is also called as cognitive automation. So RPA plus AI is cognitive automation. Here you can combine different technologies. Let it be machine learning, deep learning, optical character recognition, right? By using machine learning and deep learning, you can create different pre-built. You can create custom-built model, or you can utilize pre-built model, right? So to train the data, to understand pattern from data, to classify, okay, or to predict the things. Then by using OCR, you can get text out of images, you can get text out of scanned PDF. Then by using natural language processing, human language can be understood by computer, and they can reply back accordingly, right? So as I told you about the thin client automation, right? So the surface automation. So for that again, RPA can help by using computer vision or color coded technologies to automate the machines which is on remote, or automate the application which is on remote machines. Simple neural network, CNN, all of these are examples. All of these technologies we can use, and these are the use cases to future value of stock. So if I have to predict that what is the stock price in future, so I can do that by using if I feed the set of data to let's say 2-3 years of data to the model, then model can be trained to decide the future price of the stock. So that is an example of prediction for classification. So let's say I'm getting huge round of incidents, and I want to understand that which application or which assignment group this incident should go. So that also can be that classification is one classic example where you can classify the by using pre-built model, where the incident will be routed to. Then fraud detection, whether the transaction is fraudulent or not. Then recommendation engine, the people who buy product X also buy product Y. Okay, so all of these are examples of cognitive RPA, which is RPA plus AI. So I hope all of you guys are with me.
Yes, here I am having question like For presentation, I'm able to see that first slide alone. Like, is it for me alone, or are we in the first slide?
Yeah, same with me. It's not going away. Same for slide, yes.
Oh, you could have. Oh my God, I don't know what happened, but you could have told me before.
Like for that, I rejoined multiple times, checking from my end first
Are you
initially.
able to?
Just
Are you
now,
able to see now?
yeah, no, yes. Now, yeah, we're able to.
Okay, okay. So, I will repeat shortly. So this is the agenda. And like you guys can go through this session is being recorded, so you can go through the session once again.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yes.
I hope. Is there any question?
No,
Okay, so we have started with RPA. Then we have discussed on cognitive RPA, which is RPA plus AI. Now let's go to UiPath, right? Which has RPA, which has AI. All of these is implemented in UiPath, right? So slowly we are going towards why RPA, which RPA tool you should use. So now you know that what RPA is, why, and what is the next phase of RPA, but which RPA tool you should use. So this is Gartner Magic Quadrant. So if we focus on leaders, there are 5 tools. I am following 3 tools: UiPath, Blue Prism, and Microsoft. So I'm following these 3 tools currently. And if you see, UiPath is market leader. If you ask a question to ChatGPT, how many customers UiPath has, the answer is around 8,000 plus customers UiPath has. If you see, there are huge round of openings for UiPath, particularly in RPA. So in LinkedIn and all, if you see, major openings are in UiPath, right? So from last, I have seen you Blue Prism as well. I was a trainer for Blue Prism as well, but if you analyze, the scope of UiPath is getting increased a lot. Okay, not a marketing, but that is fact. And why? So this is the reason. So strong customer base and a mature RPA tool. They keep on bringing new things. Their release cycle is very strong. So every month they are bringing new releases. They are having like free community edition, where you can practice many of the things. So whatever AI things I told you, that also you can practice. Or RPA you can definitely practice freely there. And it is easy to learn. Their recording option is also available. Lots of training material is available for UiPath. And their marketing is really, I have to say this, their marketing is very good. So from 2016 I can see UiPath is marketing very heavily, and they that is the reason it is on top notch. But apart from that, Blue Prism, AA, they also have the scope. AA stand for automation anywhere, and Power Automate is a Microsoft tool, so which they are also coming in very aggressively in the market. Okay, so these are the advantages of UiPath. UiPath architecture, very simple architecture. I will keep it very simple. UiPath Studio, where you can design the bot, okay, and you can develop the automation here. UiPath Orchestrator, where you can execute the automation, you can monitor, you can maintain the automation, you can plug in multiple machines there, right? So this is server layer, this is client layer, and third is persistency layer. So where is database? We don't have to go to that level, but just for your information, this is the architecture of UiPath. So now I will show you a running robot, which will add more knowledge to what you already have. But before that, any question? So Sunita says I cannot hear anything. Sunita, can you hear me well? Hello.
You are
Uh,
audible from us. For
Acha.
me, it's clear. Yeah.
Sunita is facing some problems then in that case.
So I have a question for the architecture side.
Okay.
So when you go for the practical, how these architecture are laying in environment, are there different layers or we can place in one computer?
Okay, I will show you. Wait a minute. Yeah. So this is a studio. Here you develop automation. So if you see here, these are the different. There are different activities which you can drag and drop, and you design the workflow, right? And then in orchestrator, you can. So here you have orchestrator. Here you can run the automation. So you see processes, assets, queues. Here you can run the automation, and yeah, behind that, the how the orchestrator can be configured, whether it is on premise or on cloud. So all of those things comes in the persistent layer. Does that answer your question?
Yeah,
Okay.
persistent layer,
So
your database layer, right?
sorry.
Persistent layer, your database layer, right?
I
The
didn't
persistence
understand.
layer. Oh no, the persistent layer is, you say that's a database layer, right?
Data, yeah, that is database. That is the database. Okay, so this is a typical scenario where let's say here I am creating different orders, right? I am from operation teams. This is a manufacturing firm, and I am logging in. And after logging in, I am creating orders. So I go to order page, and here I enter new order. Then I enter here data. Let's say from this Excel, I will pick the data. So I am getting this data from let's say a Java application, or from on browser someone has placed the order, or let's say might be any sales representative. Customer walks into them and they place the order, and and I get the from multiple sources I am getting the data. So let's say I'm putting here this data and creating the order. So quantity it's saying 3, and customer account it's saying this is the account number. I'm clicking on submit, and here I'm getting a order number. So it takes huge amount of time for me, and I employ other people. It increases the cost of my project, right? And sometimes there is a human error also possible. All of this results into customer dissatisfaction. I left out with unsatisfied customer. So now I decide to automate it by using UiPath. So this is the workflow by using which I have automated. Again, you don't need to worry about all of these things. Now these are the different XAML files using which I have automated. You just see the demo how it is being done by a bot. So I start the demo. So the application is being launched now. So you can see user ID and password is keyed by the bot. It's waiting for the order screen to come. Now it's clicking on the order button. it has already read the Excel, and now it is going to the first record. It has keyed in all the input, and now clicking on submit button. In the backend, you can see all the data is getting logged properly. Even order number is also being fetched properly. So in the backend screen, where the output window you can see here, it is properly able to all the controls. It is properly able to understand. Let it be checkbox, let it be text box, or let it be a drop down screen. So now it has entered all the three records. It has generated the order number. We have the order number in place. Now it is closing the application. So this I ran it from the design studio, but normally we run it through orchestrator. Here we develop, then we publish it to orchestrator, and we run it through orchestrator. So this was just for demo purpose, and here you can see the order numbers and everything is being logged properly. So my point of telling you was, okay, any questions, guys?
So just for understanding perspective, when you say the orchestrator, is it like I know it's a different, but just for understanding perspective, is it like the same like Jenkins?
Same
It
like
can,
Jenkins.
where you can execute your
No, no.
test
Here,
cases. So
orchestrator. I will show you orchestrator. So orchestrator, here we click on processes and we execute the processes. If you see here, we execute the processes. So it is not like Jenkins, but here you do monitoring. Then you configure different machines here and all of those stuffs.
everything was one platform. Okay, got it.
Yeah, but I don't know about Jenkins. Sorry.
So this is basically your task as executor, where you can run your
Yeah.
testing, you can monitor your testing. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And new features like intelligent automation or computer vision or human in the loop, which I don't want to confuse you guys, hence I didn't mention. All of these can be accessible from orchestrator. So to put it short, UiPath Studio is for develop automation and orchestrator is for maintaining or running the automation. Okay, guys. So, any other question? Sunita, Arvind, Raghu,
No
Musharraf.
question.
Okay.
So there are different parts of the UI path, right? It's the designer, the orchestrator. So how many different parts are there?
Basically, there are like UiPath Studio is for there for designing and developing robot, and orchestrator is for executing. If you are talking about the discovery life cycle, then there comes different tools. If you are talking about the like automation hub is there, then there are different tools like you have AI builder is there, so like that. So are you talking about that?
Yeah. I was just trying to understand all the different parts that UiPath
So
has.
see, yeah, UiPath has multiple different tools. Like discovery tools are there, which is there for process
Mm-hmm.
discovery. In that, process mining, task mining, communication mining comes. Then for managing, you have orchestrator. Then for then infra side also you have. Then licensing side also you have. Then you have automation suite. So I didn't wanted to confuse you guys, and hence I didn't use that in my today's slides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for automation, we would only need basically the designer and the orchestrator, right?
Yeah.
So those
For
are the only
as an
two
automation
sorry.
developer, you need these two tools to start with your automation journey. Once once you are confident, then you can introduce automation hub for process discovery. Then you can understand process mining and task mining. So that will be the next step.
Okay. So the first step is just the orchestration and developer, right? The designer, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. So I will jump on to one more slide, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
So see here, different roles in RPA. So if you are, I don't know how much experience all of you guys carry, but if you cannot start with developer. So let's say I am having 14 years of experience. I cannot be a developer. So if I have to start, I will start with automation architect or business analyst or project manager role. So in these roles, if you go, definitely your question is valid, but first of all, you need to know about RPA, what this RPA jargon is, and how does UiPath automate the bot. What is the implementation methodology, or what are the functions separated for orchestrator and what are the for UiPath designer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So these
Okay.
are the different rules you can map yourself going further. But you have to start with developer. You have to develop few applications at least.
Okay. So developer is the same as I mean, if we are the testers, so we'll have to take the UiPath developer role, right?
So you can start with developer. You can develop few use cases, and as I told you, to be honest with you guys, this business analyst, this is also very niche in the industry. Sorry, very demanding. So there are many openings for RPA business analyst. So you can cross skill yourself into that area as well. So the only
Mm-hmm.
thing which stop you from cross skilling is you should have some development done in UiPath. You should be able to guide. You should be able to talk with technical teams in their language.
Okay. Okay.
Mm, okay. So that's all I have. If you guys don't have any questions, we can end this call. I will stop recording.